Hey everybody, how you all doing? It's super late. I mean, very, very late. So I want to get this quick review out right now. So, after months of wait and almost a week or two since I picked this up, I finally got a chance to finally watch No Time to Die. And holy shit, for 2.5 hours, almost 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 something minutes, they cram this with as much as they can, and this truly was, I think, felt like the perfect send off for Daniel Craig as James Bond. I don't want to give too much of the story away for anybody that has not seen this movie, because I'm trying to be as spoiler free as possible, because this review is also going over both Facebook and YouTube, because for those of you that have not seen it. But I want to give you guys my thoughts, and I'm going to say this right now, like, holy shit. I'm glad. I'm glad that with all the pandemic bullshit that they finally were able to get their acts together and put out a banger of a movie. And I think they did with style, with so many good callbacks. Well, I call callbacks, because think about, you got the TV, they brought back the classic Aston Martin, and then of course a couple of our cool Aston Martins throughout the movie. Not to mention, let's see, there's a couple of things that I don't know if you ever picked up on, but the Jamaica saying, this is the third Bond movie to be set in Jamaica. Okay, what was the first? What one was the first one? Was Doctor No? What was the second one? Live and Let Die. But you guys didn't know that. Also, interesting enough, know that little Japanese no mask that you probably have seen in the trailers. Gee, what's that an obvious nod to? Doctor No. And seriously, like, and of course the character of Felix Leiter, who's been played by 3 different people over the course of the years. I'm just glad to see this character back. I don't want, I really don't want to give much away, but I love certain things. Great, but the coolest thing out of this entire thing was, I didn't realize this, was out of all the pre-credit sequences, 25 minutes for a pre-credit sequence that includes both a flashback and a time jump, and mixing with not one but two amazing stunts, and a shootout and a chase, and this, my goodness, holy shit! That's all I'm gonna say. So you have to see this to believe it. But good lord! But seriously, out of all of the pre-credit sequences, pre-credit sequence scenes, like, this, this definitely felt the longest, because we were just waiting and waiting for that opening, sequence, the opening credits thing with the stylish intro and all that good stuff. And of course, I feel like they delivered in that. My choice of artists, I'm like Billie Eilish. I don't know. Hey, okay. I don't know. Personally, I prefer something more upbeat. I felt like the song just took me out of it. But besides that, the rest of the movie was just great. Okay, I just had me on the edge of my seat, going all the way. I'm glad that they brought back some characters that we all know and love. Let's see. Again, my biggest nitpick when it comes to the Daniel Craig Bond era is, could they get anyone better to play Q? Okay, I understand Desmond Llewellyn's been dead for over 20-something years. Okay, they could have gotten John Cleese, but then again, we want to get someone younger. Okay, this guy, I hate him. Get rid of this dumb shit. I'm glad this era is done. Please, if they are going to be making another Bond movie, recast him. All right? I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. But my goodness, Daniel Craig brought the heat. He brought everything. I think his performance was just absolutely stellar. The rest of the cast did their absolute damnedest. They really put on their working chops here, and they toward a top tier performance, especially Rami Malek for the villain. I don't want, I forget, I can't pronounce his name, but I'm just going to call him the new Dr. No, because he was the guy that wore the mask. Spoilers ahead. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. But yeah, he did a fantastic job. My goodness, his delivery was just perfect. It was sinister. You can feel it. Okay, I really enjoyed that. But the final act, like the last several minutes, just pulled at my heartstrings. I just said, holy shit, this is how they're going to end it? And this but then again, what's going to happen after this? Are they really going to make more Bond movies after this crazy-ass ending sequence and whatnot? Who knows, okay? And with that in mind, I want to hear your thoughts. Who do you think is going to take up the Bond mantle next, okay? Everybody, okay? Leave the names down below, okay? There's so many different names going through the rumor mill. I want to hear them. Okay, so after all with all my rambling, enough of my rambling, I'm gonna give No Time to Die. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's almost damn near perfect, except for my two big nitpicks on the whole thing. Everything else is a perfect. It's essentially a good way to send Daniel Craig off. A good way to cap off almost like what 15 plus year run as Bond and what 4 or 5 movies. Jesus Christ, it's incredible. I'm like, yeah, Daniel Craig, amazing job. Let's see. But now when it comes to like how does he rank up compared to the other Bonds? How does he rank compared to Pierce Brosnan and Sean Connery? Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I feel like Sean Connery set the bar. Roger Moore like raised it. Pierce Brosnan was just as good as them, but let's see. Daniel Craig, he's probably somewhere in between those three. That's just my personal opinion. Timothy Dalton slightly below, and of course at the bottom would be George the Liar Lazenby. Okay, yeah, you didn't know about that. Yeah, Lazenby lied to get the role. Okay, look into that. Okay, so with that, so enough of my gripes. Have a good night. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting videos.